grandma side.
Good job. You're on this side. There you go. As you are able, would you please rise to greet our beautiful bride? Okay, that's good. You may now all be seated. Thank you very much. Dear family, and of course dear friends, we're gathered here today to do what people have been doing since history was first recorded, really. That is what we do. We celebrate joyous occasions such as this. It's a happy day, day of solemn vows, and happy emotions. Today we gather to celebrate the wedding of Justin and Shanna. So let's begin. And I ask you, who presents this bride for marriage today? Thank you very much. You may now be seated. Now at this time, Justin and Shanna would like to remember their fathers, Al Likas and Don Sadler, and of course other loved ones who could not be here today, and we wish to honor their memory with this moment of silent reflection. Now, as many of you already know, this couple met while attending Judson High School together. They are both members of Junior ROTC, but Shanna, the upperclassman, barely knew Justin because the officers don't fraternize with the younger ones, do they? The enlisted. No, they do not. Although their paths crossed occasionally, it was not until a 2015 Junior ROTC reunion that the two really connected. Justin decoded the group text for Shanna's phone number and struck up a text conversation that very next day. That included a variety of emoticons that were left up to Shanna to interpret. It did not take long to find a common purpose. Shanna was in the middle of a kitchen remodel, so Justin jumped at the chance to flex his DIY muscles prior to that first date. He had some elbow grease, of course, and that was to help remove wallpaper and spend many, many days by her side, covered in sheetrock and sealing popcorn dust. And nasty stuff. Justin and Shanna have for years and have already enjoyed many, many adventures as a couple and family. Now, some of their favorite destinations have been New Orleans, where piggyback rides occurred and fortunes were read. How about Boston, where whales were not watched, but Shanna was? San Francisco, where Justin swore off driving there ever again. Nashville, where Shanna almost fell off her Segway kissing Justin. Disney World, where the blizzard was avoided. Cancun, where the Imodium was appreciated. And many camping trips where they once survived the drenching caused when the tent blew in on them. Wow. So, their relationship grows through all their adventures and blossoms as they support each other during the ups and the downs of life. Shanna tells me she loves Justin for his strength, commitment to family, and his lightheartedness. Justin loves Shanna for her passion with a purposeful attitude about her life, her love of family, of course, and for being inclusive of all members of the family. But before we get too far into the ceremony, a few thoughts about what family is. Family is more than just your blood relation. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs. The ones who accept you for who you are. The people always in your corner, and they've always got your back. As Justin always says, I'm Team Shanna. The ones who would do anything to see you smile, and they love you no matter what. Pay attention to each other, support each other, be there for both the joys and sadness that I'm sure will come. Talk things through before they become a problem. Agree to the solution and then be accountable for your part in that solution. The ability to love and be loved is an incredible one. And seeing the two of you on this commitment day, it's going to be an inspiration to all of us. They asked for a couple of readings too. One of them I really like. It's called Excerpt from the Art of a Good Marriage, and that's by Wilford Arlen Peterson. A good marriage must be created. Now in marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you at least once a day, but I challenge you more than 10 times a day, okay? It's never going to sleep angry, even if you're out for 5 nights, all right? It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle that gathers in your whole family. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is each giving the other atmosphere in which each can grow. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. Another one of my favorites they asked for, called the Benediction of the Apaches. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness for you, for each of you will be a companion to the other. Now you are 2 bodies, but there is only one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter into the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon this earth. Time for the declaration of intent. We want to know why you're here. Shanna, we're going to start with you. Have you come here today to take Justin to be your husband, that you may live together as husband and wife, sharing all that life has to offer? And do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor, and respect him all the days of your life?
I do.
Okay, Justin, it's your turn. Justin, have you come here today to take Shanna to be your wife, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer? And do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor, and respect her all the days of your life?
I do.
All right. Now the vows of commitment. Now remind me, you guys are repeating after me, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let's start with you, Justin. If you'll look into Shanna's beautiful eyes and repeat after me. I, Justin, commit myself to you.
I, Justin, commit myself to you.
As your husband.
As your husband.
To learn and grow with.
To learn and grow with.
To explore and adventure with.
To explore and adventure with.
To respect you.
To respect you.
In everything as an equal partner.
In everything as an equal partner.
Through strength and weariness.
Through strength and weariness.
Direction and doubt.
Direction and doubt.
For all the risings.
For all the risings.
And settings of the sun.
And the settings of the sun.
All right, Shanna, it's your turn. If you'll look into Justin's handsome eyes and repeat after me. I, Shanna, commit myself to you.
I, Shanna, commit myself to you.
As your wife.
As your wife.
To learn and grow with.
To learn and grow with.
To explore and adventure with.
To explore and adventure with.
To respect you in everything.
To respect you in everything.
As an equal partner.
As an equal partner.
Through strength and weariness.
Through strength and weariness.
Direction and doubt.
Direction and doubt.
For all the risings and settings of the sun.
For all the risings and settings of the sun.
All right. Now, I understand you brought rings with you here today.
We did.
As a token of your love and fidelity, may I have them, please? All right, 2 rings. Witness these rings. These 2 lives are now joined in an unbroken circle. Wherever they may go, may they always return to one another. May they always abide in peace, goodwill, and love, and may they always have good intentions, always. Okay, Justin, if you'll take Shanna's ring, place it halfway down her ring finger, look into her eyes, and repeat after me. Shanna, this ring I give to you.
Shanna, this ring I give to you.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
And devotion.
And devotion.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I pledge to honor you as your husband.
I pledge to honor you as your husband.
Okay, slide that right on. Shanna, it's your turn. If you'll take Justin's ring. Again, look into his handsome eyes and repeat after me. Justin, this ring I give to you.
Justin, this ring I give to you.
As a token of my love and devotion.
As a token of my love and devotion.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I pledge to honor you as your wife.
I pledge to honor you as your wife.
Okay, slide that on. Now, Shanna and Justin, you have just sealed your relationship by giving and receiving rings. And this covenant is a relationship pledge between 2 people who agree that they will commit themselves to one another throughout their lives. You're committing here today to share the rest of your lives with one another. Today, this relationship is symbolized by the pouring of these 4 individual containers of sand into the larger one. One representing you, Shanna, and all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. One representing you, Justin, and all that you are, and all that you were, and all that you'll ever be. Now the 3rd and 4th ones represents the children, Bishop and Jenna, and they will be pouring theirs into the 5th container, which then becomes an entity on its own. One which did not exist before, but one which will forevermore continue to be. Now, Bishop, if you'll come forward, and Jenna, if you'll step up. Okay. Stand there, I'll get back. Okay, if each one of you will now pour a little bit of your sand in, forming 4 layers before we continue. Now today, Justin and Shanna, you're making a commitment of your eternal commitment for one another as well as to your children. As you each hold your separate vessels of sand, you represent your lives up to this moment, individual, and yes, unique. As you now combine your sand together, all of your lives from this moment will become one family. So everybody all at once, pour in your sand. All right, perfect. All righty, Bishop and Jenna, if you'll return to where you were, and our bride and groom. I'll tell you the truth, folks. If you get a chance to see this sand when we have the reception, they did a beautiful job. All right. So now, inasmuch as you, Justin, and you, Shanna, before these assembled witnesses, have consented together in the union of matrimony, and you've pledged your faith each to the other in front of these witnesses, now, by the authority given to me by the great state of Texas, I say your husband and wife, Justin, kiss your bride. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with privilege and honor I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Sadler. Okay. Watch your step going down the stairs. Okay, y'all. Come on down. There you go.